end of break, but turn your chairs that way.
Yeah.
So, you are probably aware that there's going to be a trip to Costa Rica in the fall, over fall break, and I'm very excited to be a part of it. However, we need to have 16 people to go along in order to have the trip, and your initial deposit will be due on May 5th. There will be a table set up in the quad next week with information, and Ms. Keast has all the details. So if you like to go zip lining, if you like to go snorkeling, if you like to swim and learn about animals, and if you like to be warm, which I really, really do, then you should come on this trip.
Tomorrow is Think Forward Forum with alumnus Ian Martin, class of 90. So we will be in the gym for the forum schedule, be interactive. He wants to answer any questions you have. He has great pictures. If you are a SHIELD student that wanted to help me out tomorrow evening, but we're waiting to check your schedules, please get back with me so I know if I have enough students. Also, we will have tomorrow evening with the reception in the evening portion of the forum, we will have tons of alumni coming back, friends of York coming to see campus and being here. So if we could just make sure you do your work jobs today and tomorrow, please. It's so important. And don't leave stuff laying around because we will have outside visitors here. And I can't guarantee all of your stuff is safe. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Thanks.
I have quite a lot of volunteer opportunities. They're all posted on Moodle in the community service section, which when you go on Moodle, it's way down at the bottom in the student zone, so you need to look on there if you can't remember all the things I'm announcing and one of them interests you. First of all, on Thursday, April 28th, there's a track meet at Stevenson that we are competing in, and we need people to help be timers and judges and things for that. It starts at 3:30. You do have my permission, if you see me in advance, to miss health and fitness to do this because you will be active and moving around for about 3 hours, so that should count. And see Mr. Peters if you want to do that. In the newspaper, there's a benefit shop called Joining Hands. It's an interfaith benefit shop, so there's Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, all different churches that donate things to this benefit shop, and the money goes to homeless shelters and supporting the homeless. They are looking for volunteers, and they are open during non-school hours, so that's available. The Navy Postgraduate Youth Tutorial is still continuing on Saturdays, and they are in need of volunteers. There is a countywide cleanup day on Saturdays, April 17th, and there's information on who to contact if you'd like to help with that. The fourth Saturday of every month, there's a beach cleanup at Carmel Beach. And then two big events that are coming up, particularly if you live in Santa Cruz. On April 30th, which is a Saturday, there's the Ducky Derby, which is a huge fundraiser and gives lots of money to charities, and it's a lot of fun. They have races with little rubber ducks and different games and events. They need volunteers for that. And lastly, we do indeed have an aid station for the Big Sur Marathon, and I'm posting a sign-up sheet. We need 21 people at least to go and help with that. It's on Sunday, May 1st, and I am putting a nice red border around the outside of it to catch your eye as you walk by the bulletin board by room 9.
Well, as most of you should know, this is Fine Arts Weekend starting on Saturday. You've probably seen all the flourish of activity around, people moving equipment up here, music equipment. Some of you have noticed the art show beginning to be assembled in the Student Center, and we ask you to enjoy the artwork, which you did along with your friends, but please respect it. It'll be there for 2 or 3 days. You may have also noticed some gardening activity going on downstairs at this end of the day hall. That's because at noon on Saturday, as part of Fine Arts Week, we are opening the Gallery 9501. We have put an art gallery into that basement room below the upstairs art room. So now we have our very own art gallery dedicated to student art. And so there's been a lot of beautification going on near the entrance to that room over this past week. So Fine Arts Weekend, 12 o'clock, the art show begins and the ice cream social, but of course you don't want to eat ice cream. And then you get a tour of the new Gallery 9501. At 2 o'clock, the instrumental ensemble begins in the gym. At 3:15, the choir vocal program meets here. And at 4:30, the one-act plays that many of you are working on take place in the theater. And one last thing regarding Fine Arts Weekend, not really, but sort of, is jazz. We will not meet today, this afternoon, jazz, because so many of you have rehearsals that you have to go to for the Fine Arts Weekend, and the equipment is all disorganized. So jazz, please go to the library, and I will go and make sure you're there.
Two things. First of all, Photography Club. We have a meeting tomorrow at lunch in room 3. The guy who is doing the forum, Ian Martin, tomorrow has offered to speak with just you and talk about your work and your pictures and such. So we'll meet at room 3, in room 3 at lunch tomorrow. Secondly, seniors, those of you who were with us in 8th grade, I'd like to talk to you just after break real quick.
All right, keep your announcement short.
Okay, so I need to see Mr. Peters, Caitlin Rains, and Kobe Lee after chapel by the flagpole.
We also need the student council 10th, 11th, and 12th grade to take your picture for your book. It's really important, so please be there.
Thank you.
Hello there, fellow citizens of the environment. So next Friday is Earth Day. Unfortunately, we're not going to be here because it's also Good Friday. But next Thursday, we will be celebrating Earth Day here at York. Here's how we're going to do it. Everyone should dress in clothing that is green, both in coloring and manufacturing. Manufacturing preferred over coloring. For lunch, bring food that is from locally and organically grown sources only. And use only reusable containers for your lunch, backpack, water bottles, etc. Recyclable and compostable are okay, but reusable is better.
And then also, as something else to keep up this environmentally friendly aspect of York, we're going to have a bit of an ongoing sort of competition between people and classes. If you pass by garbage, or worse yet, if you leave garbage at places, this will dock points from a fabulous gift towards the end of the year. However, if you do the opposite by cleaning up after yourselves, and especially up after other people, it will actually gain you points. Now remember that this is something that goes beyond Earth Day, so after Thursday, don't let it slip.
And by the way, this is all hosted by Miss Keeson by Sci Class. I know. Wait. I have a question. Okay, very quick question. Does anybody know any certified organic farmers that are local?
No. Okay.
Talk to us after the break.
We'll be watching, just so everyone knows.
Not for sale meeting today at lunch. We're talking about next week's famine. You should be there.
Okay, an announcement just for the 9th grade. Tomorrow we are going to have a pizza party in the quad near the library on the grass, just for 9th graders only.
And everybody else, can you be nice and not just take all our pizza?
And why are we having this? Because the 9th grade's awesome. That's why. Bye.
Yeah, this is going to be my last announcement before the e-waste drive this Saturday, 9 to 1. Be there, get rid of some of your cluttered e-waste and addicts.
Asian Club and Geek Club meeting today at lunch in room 4.
Sorry, table tennis hasn't met in a while, so we're going to meet tomorrow in front of the gym at lunch, so if you want to play.
Lit Mag cover art contest, talk to me or Claire Westerkamp, and also we're going to be publishing by the end of the year, so get your submissions in by the end of next week.
I say there, Colin, I like a good lacrosse game.
And I like dinosaurs riding on camels to combat the locust threat.
What?
What?
Anyways, so there's a lacrosse game today. It's at 4 o'clock, it's on the lower field, everyone should come. Boys, when you get out of your classes, go immediately to the locker room and get changed. You should all come.
Wow!